Dear friends, in class 11 we have third lesson, trigonometric functions. We are going to study about this. Trigonometric functions means, trigonometry means study of triangles, measuring the sides of triangles. For this, now we will go in more detail. Now earlier you have studied that if two rays start from a single point, it forms an angle. Now we are going to study this in more detail. So for this, we are not going to use this definition. Instead, what we are going to do is, we are going to consider one arm as initial arm. If this arm is rotated about a vertex, about the starting point, we will get some initial, this will be initial position of arm. So it can be called as initial arm or initial ray. It can be called initial arm or initial ray, and this is final position. Final position, you can say terminal arm or terminal arm. See what has happened. If this initial arm is rotated, then we get two positions, initial arm position, initial ray, and terminal arm. Now this, when initial arm is rotated, we get an angle. This is called as angle in standard position. Thus, angle is a measure. Angle is a measure of initial arm, of rotation of initial arm to terminal arm. Please note, here we have considered initial arm and terminal arm. If this initial arm is along the, we have also studied the axis, coordinate axis. This is x dash o, x is the x axis, then y dash is a y axis. Please note, this is negative direction, this is positive direction. If the vertex, this point about which the point is rotating, this point is called as vertex. So here, if it is OA is the initial arm and OB is the final position of the arm, then this angle is called as angle AOB. Please note, this is not equal to angle BOA. If BOA, when we talk about angle BOA, at that time OB is the initial arm and OA is the terminal arm. So here, when we say angle AOB, it means initial arm is, here initial arm is OA and final arm is, or terminal arm is OB. Terminal arm is OB. When we say angle XYZ, please note, the middle is called vertex and YX is the initial arm. Please note, here YX is initial arm and YZ is terminal arm. And Y is called vertex. Y is vertex. It means YX ray is rotated about vertex Y and it is rotated up to terminal arm YZ. So this is what it means. Now if we consider this vertex at O, that is the origin, and initial arm along the positive direction of x-axis, if this is the initial arm, then if this angle is rotated, if this initial arm is rotated, we will get certain angle. So this is called as final position or terminal position, terminal arm. Final position. This is initial arm. Then this angle is called angle in standard position. Angle in standard position. Please note, what does the angle in standard position means? if the initial arm is along the positive direction of x-axis and vertex is at origin, then we call the angle as angle in standard position. Now, if this angle is rotated, please note, if the initial arm is rotated along the anti-clockwise direction, that is in this direction, anti-clockwise. So, if the initial arm is rotated along anti-clockwise direction, then it is considered positive, and if the initial arm is rotated in clockwise direction, then the measure of the angle is considered negative. Please note down these points. The point of rotation is called vertex. If the initial arm is rotated, then that point is called as vertex. The initial position of ray is called initial arm. So, if this is an initial arm, OA, this is the initial position of the ray, it is called as initial arm. And if it is rotated, then we get some other position, that final position is called as terminal arm. So, if the rotation of initial arm is in anti-clockwise direction, that is, if this is an initial arm, and this is a terminal arm, it means this is angle AOB. Please note, this is an angle AOB. If this is an angle AOB, please note, first is the initial arm, next is the final terminal arm. So, here initial arm angle is rotated in this direction. If it is in anti-clockwise direction, then it is considered, this measure is considered positive. So, if it is rotated in this direction, this will be 30 degrees, positive 30 degrees. Then, next point is, if the rotation of initial arm is in clockwise direction. Clockwise direction means if this is an initial arm, I will take PQR, so this will be PQB. This is initial arm. And if it is rotated in clockwise direction, means if it is rotated in this direction, then we will get this as terminal arm. Then the measure of the directed angle, PQR, then that measure of directed angle is considered negative, means this angle can be negative 30 degrees. Try to understand this. So, if the initial arm is rotated in anti-clockwise direction, we consider positive, and if it is rotated in clockwise direction, we consider the measure as negative. Now see, directed angle with a vertex at the origin. So, we have already studied the coordinate system. This is origin. If directed angle whose vertex is at origin, if the vertex is at origin, this is the initial, and initial arm along the positive direction of x-axis. This is positive direction of x-axis, this is negative direction of x-axis, this is positive direction of y-axis, this is negative direction of y-axis. Now, if the initial arm is along the positive direction of x-axis and vertex is at the origin, then the angle is called standard angle. Then this angle which will be formed, initial arm is along positive direction of x-axis, final arm can be anywhere, here, final terminal arm can be anywhere, but initial arm must be along positive direction of x-axis and vertex must be at origin. Then this angle is called as standard angle. Please note, we have already studied if the rotation is in anti-clockwise direction, then we consider this angle as measure as positive, and if it is in clockwise direction, then we consider it negative. So, please try to understand, if the measure of the angle is greater than 0 and less than 90 degrees. So, if this angle is theta and theta is greater than 0, theta is greater than 0, but it is less than 90 degrees, then terminal arm will lie in first quadrant. Try to understand, this is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So, if theta is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree, then the terminal arm will lie in first quadrant. If the measure, this measure is greater than 90 degree, if theta is greater than 90 degrees, but it is less than 180 degrees, then the angle will lie in, then the terminal arm will lie in second quadrant. If so, for this it will be in first quadrant. For this it will be in second quadrant. If the same theta is greater than 180 degrees, try to understand, this is 180 degrees. If it is greater than 180 degrees, if it is greater than 180 degrees, but it is less than 270 degrees, then it lies in third quadrant. And lastly, if it is greater than 270 degrees and less than 360 degrees, then it lies in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant. Now see, same can be understood if the initial arm is rotated in clockwise direction. So if it is rotated in clockwise direction, then measure of the angle will be negative. So if initial arm is rotated in clockwise direction, we will get the measures from negative, this is negative 0, you can say 0 degrees, this is 90 degrees in reverse order. So we can say that if the measure is, if theta is having measure greater than negative 90, this is negative 90, it is greater than minus 90, but it is less than 0. Try to understand. Theta is, this is negative 90 degrees because it is measured in this way. So this will be negative 90 degrees. Negative 90 means it will be negative direction of y-axis. If theta lies between negative 90 and 0 degrees, then it will be in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant. Then if it lies between negative 180 degrees, this is negative 180 degrees and positive 180 degrees also. So if the theta lies between negative 180 degrees and negative 90 degrees, that is from here negative 90 to negative 180 degrees, then it lies in third quadrant. Third quadrant. Next is, if it lies from negative 180 to negative 270, that is it lies between negative 270, if theta is greater than negative 270 and is less than negative 180 degrees, then it lies in second quadrant. And lastly, if it is greater than negative 360, but it is less than negative 270 degrees, then terminal arm lies in first quadrant. First quadrant. Please note, you can understand from this, if it is rotated in an anti-clockwise direction, we consider measure as positive. If it is rotated in clockwise direction, we consider measure as negative. Then one more point, last point, if this is coordinate system, x dash o x, y o y dash. If the initial arm is rotated to 90 degrees, then terminal arm will lie on y-axis. If it is rotated again by 90 degrees, that is total 180 degrees, then the terminal arm will lie on x-axis. If it is rotated by 270 degrees, then also terminal arm will lie along negative direction of y-axis. So if this happens, then that angle is called as quadrantal angles. Try to understand the quadrantal angles. Here both the arms lie along the axis. Initial arm as well as terminal arm lie along the axis. If the initial arm and terminal arm lie along the axis, then those angles are called as quadrantal angles. Hence, the measure of the quadrantal angle, this quadrantal angle is 90 degrees, or if it is measured in clockwise direction, it will be negative 270 degrees. If this is rotated in this direction, that is anti-clockwise direction, we will get 180 degrees. If it is rotated in clockwise direction, we will get negative 180 degrees. Then this angle is also called as quadrantal angle. If initial arm is rotated by 270 degrees in clockwise direction, or if initial arm is rotated in clockwise direction by 90 degrees, negative 90 degrees, then also we will get a quadrantal angles. Here this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Now please note, here angle points A, B, C, D are along the axis. So angle AOB, then angle AOC, angle AOD, angle AOB, angle AOC, angle AOD are called as quadrantal angles. Please note, their measures are, if it is measured in clockwise direction, if it is measured in anti-clockwise direction, this will be 90 degrees, this will be 180 degrees, and this will be 270 degrees. If it is rotated in, if the initial arm is rotated in clockwise direction, then this will be negative 270 degrees, this is equal to negative 180 degrees, and is equal to negative 90 degrees. So try to understand this. Since all the points are both initial arm and terminal arm lie along the axis, these angles are called as quadrantal angles.